For this video, we're just going to be showing you how we like to do setup for butchering when we're going to butcher chickens, the tools we like to use, and how it has worked well for us. You may find that this method works good for you, you may not, but we're just wanting to show you how we've been doing it for the last 4, 5, 6 years, however long we've had chickens. But let me show you what we use to get ready. Here's our list of things. See, it's quite a long list. This is what we like to use. We have cutting tools, 4 of them. We'll have our pruning shears, our pruning tool, 2 knives, and kitchen shears. Have 3 buckets, 1 for blood, 1 for the guts and waste, and 1 for soaking, and a trash bag. A cooler, that includes your chest, shopping bag, that's what we like to use for the chickens, and 3 ice blocks, or 4 or 5, or you may decide that you like filling your chest cooler with ice and water to put your chickens in, just whole. And the kill cone, of course, with we like to also use a bungee cord. A workbench, which we use a table, a piece of cardboard, and some kind of a weight to keep that cardboard down. And all of this stuff is for plucking, which we're not going to cover today, so we won't worry about that. Here's our supplies list. Let me show you how we set all this up. I'm just going to nix the piece of cardboard. We sanitize all this after we're done anyway. So just a quick recap of the tools that you'll need. We've gotten this set up, I think. You need 1 pair of pruners, 2 butchering knives, some kitchen shears. We've got our 3 buckets, 2 of which we filled with water. 1 we put a trash bag in. And we got our cooler chest with the ice blocks in there, and a shopping bag is what we like to use, just to keep each one of the chickens contained individually inside the cooler. However many chickens you plan on butchering, that's how many shopping bags we use. Don't forget, you want a good workbench to work on, and something to sit on as well if you want to be comfortable. And probably one of the main parts of the whole operation, the kill cone, the butcher cone, with bungee cord to suspend it from wherever you want to suspend it. Maybe you can figure out a separate structure, but a kill cone. That about sums it up for the parts list. Let me show you what each one is going to be for. So when we first bring the chicken out to do the butchering, you're going to lay it in the kill cone, feet side up, head is going to come out down here. One of the butchering knives that you use is going to be, I like to use one that I devote solely to the actual slaughtering of the animal. That way I want to make sure that the blade remains nice and sharp, so that it can be as quick and painless a kill as possible. Not to be too graphic, but when you once you slaughter the bird, their muscles have a tendency to convulse for a short time. And that's just the blood running out of the muscle and the tendons and all that kind of stuff. It causes them to wiggle around and jerk around a little bit. That can be a little bit messy if you're not protecting if you're not covering the kill cone with something to catch the blood and keep it from spattering all over the place. So what I like to use is just some cover. Usually we have an old feed bag, empty feed bag laying around. One open end. I'm going to cut the bottom off as well. Okay. Now you just have sort of an open cylinder. So you start with that open cylinder. So I'm going to slip this over the whole thing. It's going to go right over the kill cone. I'm going to hook this bag up to the two ends of this bungee cord right here. You might need to cut some holes in them first. So there. Right there, that way it can hook up like here. Now what this is going to do, the chicken's head is somewhere up in here, or the chicken is going to have his head poked through, but it's all going to be contained within this bag. And I like to think that this gives the chicken a little bit more privacy, a little bit more, I don't know, dignity, I guess, to sort of remain covered as it bleeds out. And while it's bleeding out, this bag is going to catch any of that blood and just sort of funnel it down to the blood bucket where we're going to catch the blood. Okay. There's the kill cone. Directly underneath it is our blood bucket. I like to put water in the blood bucket that way, so when the blood falls down in there, blood has a real tendency to coagulate, and that gets really super sticky to the blood bucket. And I like to try to get as many uses out of a bucket as I can, so as to help for better cleanup, I just put some water in there. It helps the blood come off of the bucket and not stick so badly. So once I get done butchering, actually slaughtering the animal here, once it's done bleeding out, I take it out of the kill cone. We bring it over here to our prep table. Me personally, I like to soak the chicken in some water first. That way all those feathers, they tend to break or to pull out and like fly all over the place, and all of a sudden you got feathers everywhere. You got them in your face, all over your hands. Soaking them in water first before you get to actually the gutting process, it helps keep all those feathers intact, and it's like sort of down, contained on the table, keeps them from flying around a lot better. I like to, this is where I'm going to put the guts and everything, and once I'm done, it all lifts out nicely, and I just go throw that away. Over here, I have the trash bags that I can bag them up in. It keeps them cool while I'm doing another chicken. So there you have all of the different elements of our setup, of our butchering setup. If you like this setup, then I hope this was helpful. So now you have an idea of how we like to set up for butchering our chickens. If you like this video, be sure to stay tuned for our butchering video, where I will be walking you through how to do the actual butchering process, start to finish, from slaughtering the animal to cleaning it to getting it bagged up and put into the freezer. So that's going to be a very informative video. Hope you stick around for that one. But until then, we hope you have a good one, and don't forget to take it easy. Bye. Also helps to have an awesome wife. She's setting up a shade for me so I don't have to do all this out in the sun. Thanks, Lev.